Hi, it's KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Green, and my guests today are Jen Tiede and Blake Shaw, who are involved in week 2 of the Municipal Band concerts in Cedar Rapids. We had Aaron and Steve on last week, and there we learned that the Shanleys are traveling and beginning the season by not being here.
Yes.
And so Steve reached out to some good friends to step in as director. So pretty heady experience, isn't it, Jen? I mean,
yes.
As a band director at Linn-Mar, this is what you do.
Yes.
But you don't do it for grown-ups very often.
Right. So it's familiar territory, but having the professionals in the band just adds another variable that I just don't have as much experience with. So yeah, working with high schoolers is what I do for a living, and this is really exciting for me.
And your guest artist is Blake Shaw.
Hello. Yeah, just me.
So, just Blake. Blake's on KCCK all the time.
I'm all over the place.
But great to have you here. We just finished off a great season of Schoolhouse Jazz and Blues in the Schools that you're involved in. And now, hot on the heels of that, it steps out of your comfort zone a little bit, too. You probably haven't been involved in a concert band
absolutely
since high school, probably.
Yeah, I when I was at Kirkwood, I played in the concert band a few times, and at the University of Iowa. Sometimes there's these odd double bass parts that are in concert band arrangements. So I've played a few of those weird ones before. But yeah, being out front and being the soloist, this is total new. The biggest group I've ever played in for sure. So scary and excited.
Well, before we talk about what Blake's got going on, tell me a little bit about the process of picking the program.
Yes.
I know Steve kind of gives you a free hand,
yes.
but he's always right. I knew you also run it past him.
Of course. There's definitely a learning curve anytime you do something new. And even though, like I said, this is familiar territory for me, just different set of variables and a different kind of puzzle to put together. So he was very gracious in answering many of my questions. And it was just a lot of fun to put together. So the set is ultimately all my decisions, but he definitely gave the green light on what I chose.
So what are the highlights?
Well, I can just give you the rundown if you would like. This is not necessarily in the order that we'll play them, but we've got Declaration Overture by Claude T. Smith. It's just a standard concert band piece that will probably be familiar, of course, to the musicians, but probably to audience members as well. We've got a John Williams march called Midway March. It was on the soundtrack for the movie Midway back in 1976. We've got a Percy Grainger piece called Handle on the Strand. Percy Grainger, I'm drawn to his music. It's very folk songy. He likes to highlight the saxophone players a lot. So it's fun music to play, and it's just like a nice light piece. We've got more of a modern composer, Michael Sweeney, who writes for young bands as well. This piece is titled Blue Mambo, and the reason I was drawn to it is because of the Latin part of it, the Latin section. I love Latin music, so I think that'll be a really fun one to play, and I'll have a nice flugelhorn feature at the front of that piece. We've got Radetzky March by Johann Strauss, so that'll just be like a nice change of pace for a European march versus an American march. We've got selections from The Greatest Showman, which is a popular movie back from 2017. So I think that'll be familiar to many, and it's just great music from that musical. And then we are for sure going to end with Hosts of Freedom by Carl King. He's a fellow Iowan, and
you got to get literally the king of the marches.
Yes, exactly. So
Iowa.
it was just kind of meant to be to end with Carl King March. So, and then we've got Blake's couple pieces in there as well.
Yeah. So Blake, you've got just some features, obviously, as the guest artist, but unlike I suspect some Moody Band guest artists, you've been working on these arrangements yourself, writing the arrangements.
Yeah, one of them. I'm so excited and very honored for the band to be debuting my vocal plus concert arrangement of Willow Weep For Me by Ann Ronald. And if you've heard me sing before, I sing this in my small groups all the time, and I definitely sing it in my biggish band. But this one, I expanded it. I expanded the harmony just a little bit, and of course with, the 40 musicians or 40 or 50 musicians that I have access to, I added a whole bunch more color, and I'm gonna take a electric bass solo on it. I don't usually do that one on that one. But then also I'm gonna play the melody to Moon River. and we just found that one. I didn't arrange that one, so it's a very straightforward, like kind of bass concerto concert band arrangement.
I'm not sure if I've ever heard something like that be done, so I'm really excited. Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the challenges of arranging for this instrumentation that is so different than what you normally do.
One of the biggest challenges is my computer screen is about this big.
It's a lot of lines.
When I have it, it's like I'm this close trying to figure stuff out.
You wouldn't believe though how quick he put this together. It was just within days. So either you were really excited or you just you wanted to crank it out.
I was really inspired. I mean, this
Good.
is a once in a lifetime kind of thing for an electric bassist doing something like this. So I was really inspired, and I had a framework. I had a skeleton from my biggest band arrangement, but like I said, I expanded it out more. And I honestly, I don't know about challenges. All my music, I sing my parts, so I sing what I think sounds good, and then I just make sure that it's like in the correct range, not going too low for the tubas and stuff
and a good
like
key,
that.
too.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's week 2 of the Muni Band concert season. So where are we this week?
On Wednesday, June 14th, we're at Cleveland Elementary School. And on Sunday, June 18th, which is Father's Day, bring out all your dads to come enjoy the concert. We'll be at the McGrath Amphitheater.
And all concerts start at 7:30.
7:30. But on Sunday, if you want to get there early, at 6:30 p.m. will be the New Horizons Band.
Oh, excellent. Yeah. Okay. Well, have fun. Good luck with it.
Thank you.
I always enjoy talking to Steve every week for the municipal band concerts, but this has been really fun too, getting to start off by
like they say, when the cat's away,
that's
the
right.
mice get to play.
That's
right.
So literally anything could happen
This is true.
at the concert. You never know. Steve is thousands of miles
you can't
away.
do anything. No more control.
That's right. So again, it's Cleveland Elementary on Wednesday, and McGrath Amphitheater on Sunday for Father's Day.
And if they can't be there in person, it is live streamed on Facebook.
All right. And people can go to the website for that link and more information, and that is?
crmuniband.org, and they're also on Facebook and Twitter.
All right. Well, thank you both for being with me.
Thanks, Dennis. We appreciate it.
You can hear the Culture Crawl live on the radio many weekdays at 10:30, or download the podcast, watch or listen on your own schedule at kcck.org/culture, or using your favorite podcast player. I'm Dennis Green, and I'll talk to you later.